petitions, we need at least 100,000 of them so that this house, hello, we need 100,000 petitions signed so that this house may know how serious that we are about taking our country back. So if you have not passed that list round for people to sign, please do so and bring it back to us. Next on the line is somebody that you know really, really good. I really don't need to introduce him, but you know him, you've seen him, he believes in combat. Hello, Ambassador! Blood by! I leave him. Blood by! Put your hands together and welcome Comrade Biya, please.
Block by block, rooftop by rooftop, go down. My fellow Ambazonians, sons and daughters of the Ambazonian Revolution, it is not time to celebrate. This is war. It is not time to celebrate. They robbed you of your homeland. They took away your hope. They robbed you of the right to dream of a future in the country of your birth. They murdered your citizens. They transform your brain to think like a Cameroonian, to worship their flag, to sing their anthem, to pray, hope, and dream like a Cameroonian. They took away the land of your birth. They demonized you. They robbed you of hope, of a dream of a future that is better than the one you inherited. They killed your parents, turned your fathers into boys, raped your mom, made your sisters to be ashamed, robbed them in more. They sent you into exile. You lost your neighborhood. They dispersed your friends. You became delinquent in a land that you did not understand. They took away something so essential to your own existence that you live here with your body, but your spirit hovers without knowing where to land. They took away from us something so important that life became something we have rejected in this land. They took away from you a country that gave you hope, built the first democratic system where there was an electoral government change. They took away from you your economic system. They blockade your social system. They crumbled your economy so you could go into their own system to work for them. They made you drive through their own system so you could pay toll gate into their own system. They robbed you of your right to think, to hope, to have a future in the country of your birth. 243 years ago, the Americans told the British that their time of independence was now. They fought for 8 years, 4 months, and 15 days. They lost the Battle of Boston, but they won the war for the freedom of the United States. The South Africans face a nuclear power. They face a nuclear power country. Mandela said he is going to die for his people. He struggled in jail for 27 years because he didn't want to bequeath to the next generation something worse than he had inherited. He fought like a valiant soldier. The Eritreans humbled the Ethiopians, a more powerful Ethiopia supported by Libya and Russia. They fought in trenches, in gutter holes, on rooftop to be able to bequeath to the next generation something better. Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooftop by rooftop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is not going to be given to you on a platter of gold. I can assure you here from Washington, the land of our birth, the towns of Ambazonia will be liberated by the valiant soldiers who on a daily basis lay their lives, give their blood, deprive themselves of something more precious to make sure they can stand for our girls, for our children, for our mothers, for our fathers, to bequeath to the next generation a better country that they inherited. If this is the last thing you must give for your country, stand here in Washington and think of the freedom you enjoy. Think of the millions of Ambazonians who have not gone to school, those in jail. Think of Seseko, think of Deacon Tasang, think of Poundful, think of Mancho BBC, think of Mami Abi. Are you ready to lay your life for Ambazonia? I can assure you, Ambazonians, we will build the most beautiful place on earth, a place that you would take pride in calling yourself a citizen, that will give to you a social system, an economic system, a political system you can be proud of. That is why we fight. We are ready to die for it, go to jail for it, so all of us as a people will be free someday. God bless you all. God bless Ambazonia.
No shaking. No shaking. No shaking. No shaking. Life, tanker, life. Life, c'est secondé. C'est secondé. Tanker, life. Life, c'est secondé. C'est secondé.
Na so atowe all una salute the good people of Ambazonia. Atowe all una salute the brave people of Ambazonia. Atowe all una salute the loving people of Amba For morning na amber, afternoon amber, evening amber, 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 amber. La République cry amber, 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 amber. Anywhere you go, na amber. Pobia the cry amber, Diongute the cry amber, Atangaji the cry amber, amber. Mark Barretta the cry amber, amber. Yerema the cry amber, Sako the cry amber, amber. Cristiano the cry amber. Ambazona the shaking place. Oh, what people there? Una the shaking place. Una the shaking place. The enemy the shake. Friends of the enemy that the shake. Small taxi color the make. Only small taxi color. You don't make Yaoundé the panic. Yaoundé the panic. Now the public prime minister don't the pick phone, they call diplomats. they shake. They don't come again. That people don't come again. That people don't come again. Telephone they go all kind side. That people don't come again. They don't start again. Amber the shaking place. That's so a day. I read on something where they talk today. I think it'd be very important for all we married and for now. Amber the shaking place. Now in this Matthew McConaughey, where most of you know, be very popular, very famous for Twitter. He talks say the devil, for the attack you so hard. If something where he over fine, it not be there inside you. See, if people them, they not for the attack you and for the try to break into your neighborhood, into your house, into your country. If that house be there empty. Why La République in this woke up from morning till night, they call Sako in name. Why would I think say La République from morning till night? You know, go woke up from morning till night, afternoon. They shout Sako, 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 Sako. Why La République they shout about Sako, Sako from morning till night? Why La République need to wake up for morning time? They call how they call this other one? Jombakuro, 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 Jombakuro. Why La République need to call their name? Why La République newspaper them? You need to call the Jombakuro name. Why La République or Pobia or Diongute or Atanganji or the Cameroon government or the CRTV? Why didn't he call Cristiano a name? Why didn't he call Yerima? Why did he call Yerima? Yerima? Why? Because they not be a threat to La République. Because they not be a threat to La République occupation. They not be a threat to the colonial system. They not be a threat to the colonial state. They not be a threat to the colonial institutions. They be inconsequential to Cameroon. They be inconsequential to Cameroon's occupation of Ambazonia. They be inconsequential. Inconsequential to Cameroon occupation of our territory. When it comes to Cameroon occupation of our territory, they be inconsequential. As we talk right now, Ambazonians that they die because drinking water no day. They die of malaria, they die of cholera, they die of small diseases then. Would it be easily traceable, easily detectable, easily diagnosed, and easily treatable? They did die because no place, no day where they go check themselves and then they detect, say, oh, true, now malaria. And he talks a guess. They do proper test where they verify and be backed up by scientific evidence, medical evidence, which shows in a malaria. And then they create a treatment process for that patient on a cholera. Even if na cancer, but people that live with cancer, they die of cancer because no man no know say they get cancer. When they go hospital, they go treat them for other things. They don't know say the real sick for that person is skin cancer until the person die. As we talk right now, we got more than 1,200 villages where Cameroon don't burn them down. We got 750,000 of our people there where they don't stay for bush for about 7 years. 750,000. I'm not talking 75 persons or people. I talk say 750,000 Ambazonians who for the last 7 years they're staying for bush. 750,000. What about the one where they didn't for La Republique? How many hundreds of thousands of them? We get between 250 to 450,000 Ambazonians who they only for Nigeria as refugees. We need to talk the one where they don't cross go for Ghana, or for Benin Republic, or for Equatorial Guinea, or for Niger, or for Burkina Faso, or even for Mali. You'll be very surprised for no say Ambazonia, they don't cross. So till the day for Afghanistan, for India, for Pakistan. You'll be very surprised. I don't talk with 2 Ambazonians who they did for Afghanistan. Afghanistan of all places. Ambazonians, they did for Afghanistan. If you hear their stories, this morning, a brother write to me from one of the refugee camps for talk about the suffer where they suffer, the hardship where they go through. Before I want to go for bed, I talk with a soldier. And you listen for the courage of these soldiers and the plan where they get them for fight the enemy and free our people. If you get any small heart, if you get any small amount of love, if you get any concern, any care, you're not going to waste your time for fight the people that they fight the occupier. If you fight the person we fight the occupier, who be you? If you fight the people them, where they fight the occupier, then you fight now on whose behalf? For the last 7 years, we for don't make, in fact, Ambazonia for don't be free. The liberation for don't complete. Prisoners for don't be released. Refugees for don't come back. A government by the Ambazonian people them for don't be set up in Boya. La République for don't pack out of our territory. A full comprehensive peace agreement for the exit of La République, it would already be signed. The Ambazonian flag, if for the fly now, for Boya, for Mamfe, for Kumba, for Bamenda, for Kumbo, for Fundong. An Ambazonian transition prime minister, if for day now for the prime minister lodge for Boya, an Ambazonian transition assembly, if for day now for Boya, for the work on the constitution of Ambazonia with the United Nations and the African Union, for draft and create an Ambazonian constitution. The only reason we will still the struggle for fight La République, not be because the soldiers will not be courageous enough, not be because the soldiers did not get a fighting spirit, not be because of lack of money, not be because of lack of weapons. The reasons why people still suffer as refugees from Nigeria, and we get 750,000 of our people that still stay inside bush, not be because La République is strong enough. The main reason we will never end Cameroon occupation for our land, dismantle all the occupation institutions, and drive this barbarians and their occupation governance system for our land, now because of internal opposition. That internal opposition not start today. It starts since 2017. Because certain group of persons, they believe say, now then they be entitled. And so it either be now them, the day for front, or Ambazonia not exist. They must give them power. Even if they don't get the competence, they don't get the skill sets, they don't get the character, they don't get the personality, they don't get the emotional intelligence, they don't get the composure or the stamina. If they not give them power, they must destroy the liberation and cause a permanent suffering, slavery, poverty, misery. That's the problem that we in Ambazonia they face. Activists, we even themselves, they never feel for take care of themselves, for dress themselves. They want lead. Even for mobilize small money, they not feel mobilize them, but they want lead. And if they don't lead, then they must destroy the liberation. Even their own organized small organization for water group of 3 of them, they never fit for manage themselves. But they want lead Ambazonia. And if Ambazonia not live and make them lead them, then they go destroy Ambazonia. Even their own movement, where they not fit manage them, maintain them. Even their own structures, where they never fit for support them, they never even prove, say they fit govern their own structures and honor the charter, the governing bylaws of their own institutions. But the one can lead you. They not feel respect their own internal laws. They not feel respect each other. They not feel work with each other. They not feel agree with each other. They not feel compromise with each other. But the one can lead you. The one can govern you. And if you not agree, then they must destroy your life. They must destroy your picking their future. They must destroy our communities. They must cause intoxication. They must engineer infighting and give the liberation a bad public image and discourage our people from believing in the future of Ambazonia. They create their own groups. That groups get bylaws. They get their own internal code of conduct. They know if you follow them. Then they divide themselves. And then they go outside, they go fight each other, scatter each other, crush each other. And then they take their own internal problems of their own movement. They make it be an Ambazonian problem. They take their own internal weaknesses. They make it be an Ambazonian weaknesses. They take their own internal infighting. They make it be na Ambazonia infighting. They take their own internal chaos, internal disorder. They make it be Ambazonian chaos and Ambazonian disorder. The problem where Ambazonia they face them, the greatest problem, the biggest problem where Ambazonia they face them, not been a Biya, not been a Cameroon military, not been a Diongote, not been a Tanganji, not been a Betty Asombo, not been a Lele Lafrique, not been a Okala Belai, not been a Simon Emile, not been a the bees. The greatest threat to Ambazonian liberation, to Ambazonia, to the future of our kingdom and our people then, the greatest threat, it comes from internal, from failed movements. Because of their own internal failures, when they themselves the cause them, they want to take those failures, spread them into the failures of the liberation. They want to take their own internal collapse, make it be the collapse of the liberation. They take their own internal infighting, they generalize them and spread them and multiply them, make it be the problem of the liberation. La République du Cameroun enough to fight the collective resistance of the Ambazonian people. That's why Ghost Town, 7 years later, is still be very effective. That's why the armed resistance, since Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba, it made the daddy landing, invoke the Ambazonian people their right of self-defense, launch self-defense, and change the trajectory of the liberation struggle. Cameroon don't do everything humanly possible, everything thinkable. It never fit for stop them, for destroy them. The internal opposers of our freedom, they don't kill more Ambazonian fighters than La République du Cameroun military. We don't lose more fighters from the hands of the Ayokabe IG, the Sako IG, the Anu IG, the Marianata IG, in the hands of the Magbaretas and all the other activists than in the hands of La République du Cameroun. More Ambazonian fighters, they don't be killed by these internal spoilers than waiting the Cameroon military if you do them for people them. For 7 years, apart from my trip to Biya, no Ambazonian, if you tell themselves which liberation policy the Ayoktabe IG don't put them in place, the Sako IG don't put them in place, the Chris Anu IG don't put them in place, All the Marianata IG don't put them in place. All the Tita IG don't put them in place. For advance the course of our liberation. For 7 years. Zero policy. Zero plan of action. Zero. Zero plan of action from John Bakuro. So you know if you call yourself a leader and you want free a people just by your title, just by your position. You know if he talks say you be a leader of a liberation movement, and that movement, it not get a liberation plan, it not get a liberation agenda, it not get a 1 year liberation agenda, it not get a 6 months liberation agenda, it not get a 3 months liberation agenda, it not get a 1 month liberation agenda. Then what will be the purpose of the existence of that movement if that movement not get a plan? If that movement not get a vision? If that movement not get a purpose for its existence? So why would not the fool our people then? There is no company where I don't do consulting for. I don't do strategic vision and purpose planning for. And some of them, now Fortune 50 company. That means the top 50 companies are for the world. Like right now, presently, I'll be a top consultant for the number 1 brand for the world right now in terms of strategic marketing. So we need to blow smoke. We talk out of 15 years of corporate experience. In fact, 2 days ago, I get a call from who? A chief of police for one of the regions for this province with me at Dede. For Sigma advice on this new palaver way this province with me at Dede with the face. The province of Ontario for Canada, it don't become the number 1 place for the world where the thief motor pass any other place for the world. And they seek for a solution. If governments, if you call we for ask for advice, then we'll get something significant for offer. All right. So I talk this not because I want to talk about who I be and how important I be. I don't be anybody. I just care. Okay, I don't get anything for impress you. I just get a care. I care about the lives of our people then. I know the pain where they go through because I don't live that pain. They born me inside that pain. I grow up through that pain. And that pain be my driving force for Enam. Grow up without water for drink. without light, without any healthcare system, without any social support. I grew up without road. I come out for Kajifu. My great-grandparents, they born them, they die in misery and suffering. My grandparents, they born them, they die in darkness, in misery, and in suffering. My parents, they born them for those same conditions. Then me. They born me for those same conditions. Why must I accept it? Why? Just because my great-grandparents, they be acceptant. My grandparents, they be acceptant. My parents, they be acceptant. You know me say, as you must accept them, somebody must rise up and put a stop to it. Just because our forefathers, they be manipulated and deceived for accept occupation. You know me say, we, with the wisdom, the knowledge, and the exposure we don't get them, we'll get for accept them. It be unconscionable for say I feel sleep in peace. But while mommy them, while papa them, while sister them, while brothers them who leave them back home, they don't feel sleep in peace. It be unconscionable. Say I figure water for drink. At any moment, I turn up the tap, I get quality drinking water. When place the over hot, you fit turn on air condition. Picking that they go safe schools, quality schools. You get a quality healthcare system. You get a social safety net. Should in case anything happen, whether it is sick or accident for work, there is a social safety insurance. I the sick, I don't need for go beg relatives. I just go for a family doctor. I open my wallet, I pull my health card, they scan them. They get all my information. I see doctor for free. If I need to go see a specialist, immediately the doctor will decide which kind of specialist I go see him, and it costs me nothing as a citizen. Which kind of checkup I need to go do one? Which kind of examination I need to go make am? The benefit of being a citizen. I woke up this morning, 2 family members don't die. Of simple things that be treatable. Why a child, why an Ambazonia going to die in their 30s? For simple things that be treatable. Why a 5-year-old Ambazonia going to die because he don't get water for drink? Why a pregnant woman go die? Because no way, not the way, they feel check how the development take place. Wait till you need them. Wait till they fit treat them. Every day you woke up, this one don't die, that one don't die. People in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s, beginning that for early teens. And when I want make it be normal. So when a generation don't rise up for stop all these injustices, this misery, and this poverty, you get a whole set of people. They call themselves leaders. They call themselves movements. They woke up, say they want lead Ambazonia. And for 7 years, they not fit put you a policy of liberation. They not fit put you a roadmap to free the people and end their suffering. No, it's from morning till night. Forces they woke up, they want to fight la Republic. When I go attack them, when I kill them. When I the fight now for who? Forces they woke up for expand, build more bases. When I go recruit other forces, when I bribe them, when I pay them, may they ambush, may they cause chaos, may they cause infighting. May they fight themselves and kill themselves so that the liberation end. So that Cameroon, it come back for the land. When I think so, we don't know. Since 2016, the consortium, it called for a ban on colonial schools. Over the last few years, John Bakuro, the run him up, say be the president of the consortium. He don't become a YouTuber for make money for YouTube. Now, which policy you ban the colonial schools since 2016? Ambazonians, the consortium never tell Ambazonians, it never give the Ambazonian people an alternative of how we are beginning to go gain education after the banning of colonial schools. John Bakuro, what will be the consequence of that decision? When I be calculator, the egg of sister for build schools for 2017, Dr. Cho, Dr. Nyi, and all the leadership of the Ambazonia Governing Council, including the Defense Department, they come together and say, look, as our people don't talk, say make we ban La Republique Colonial School. Make the ADF start for build community schools. For 2017, General Ivomba start for build community schools as an alternative, because when you oppose something, you must create an empowering, better alternative. I will start for build schools. I will start for recruit teachers them. We talk say make teachers do not teach all La Republique Colonial School. I will start for take those teachers, start for put them for Ambazonia community schools, so that make what Pekin they start for gain education even during the period of war. Because if we only ban the La Republique Colonial Schools and will not give what Pekin them an empowering alternative, a better model of education for which we will fight for. Because the only reason we oppose La Republique now because we don't like their systems. So we want to create better systems. Education system where you go build what picking them. It give them confidence, skills, knowledge, talent. I will start for build schools. The egg of sister for build schools on the ground. They woke up, they start for oppose those schools. Till today, the consortium not show the Ambazonian people them. The consortium where it put a ban on colonial education since 2016, right up until today. John Bakuro, if he can tell the Ambazonian people them, if he can show them one community school with 10 Ambazonian picking the day inside, will be created by the consortium, funded by the consortium. By 2018, the Ambazonia Governing Council is time to bring experts them together. For say, look, as we don't put a ban on colonial schools, we need to think long term. We need to think about the future. Make we start for create a model of education we go meet the requirement of the 21st century. We go meet the aspirations of the future of our pikin. We have to start to think about a quality of education where it be so rich so that any place where we are picking they go, when they acquire this education, they go be at the same level or above international standard. If an Ambazonia picking, it come out Ambazonia, it enter for Nigeria, that Ambazonia picking, it get for be above Nigerian standard. An Ambazonia picking, it come out Ambazonia, it come for Canada. The education we don't acquire from Ambazonia, it get for give that picking an advantage over Canadian picking them. When an Ambazonia picking, it come out Ambazonia, it go for England or for any place in the United Kingdom. The education we don't acquire, it get for be slightly above, if not at par, with the place with the country we don't go there. If Ambazonia picking the moving for China, that education we don't acquire from Ambazonia, we don't create them. It will help that Ambazonia picking for be at the same pace, if not a better pace than the Chinese. They woke up, they start for oppose them. They bring them. Dr. Cho said, look, we can't make we work together for the benefit of these people. Then. They come, they instead, Yerima instead ask, make the transfer the curriculum of education with the aid of don't bring Ambazonia education experts, may they create them, may they take them, may they transfer them, now for them. So that make that then they manage them. You not get a vision of something. You not be the creator of something. You not be get the idea of something. But you want to manage something where you know nothing about. Now the witchcraft this with the Honda Ambazonia people. Now they start to oppose the community school. Oh, La Republic military will not create community schools. So you ban Cameroon education system for maybe we're picking a no-go school. When we take the initiatives for create an alternative, now you can't put fear for our people there. Oh, La Republic will go attack that school. Would you give room, make La Republic go kill Ambazonia picking them? From 2019 to 2024, these people not show with one evidence of say Cameroon government forces, they go attack Ambazonia community school and massacre Ambazonia picking them because they attend Ambazonia community schools. We get a responsibility for build the future for our people then. Anything we want to create them for change the lives of our people them and give our people them an empowering future. For give our people them hope. For give our people them light. For give our people them a reason to believe, a reason to hope. For give our people them an alternative will be better than the rotten occupation system we run away from. First, they will challenge them, then they will sabotage them, then they will blackmail them, and then they want to dismantle them. You need to do them because you love Ambazonia. You need to do them because you need to act on behalf of Cameroon for make sure say the liberation not succeed. Because you need to act on behalf of Cameroon for make sure say the Ambazonian picking them. They not be Ambazonia. They not be Ambazonized. Yes. You make them all the sabotage, the blackmail, not be because you get anything better to offer. Because if you get anything better to offer, you don't offer them, right? If Yerima and the IG of Ayok and Yerima, they be get anything better for offer them in terms of education, they don't offer them, right? So why 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, why they never offer them? If they be care They love our people then. They want the freedom of our people then. Why they never offer anything we go benefit our people then? They only exist now as an opposition to the liberation. The only time we hear Yerima, and you know say Yerima they exist now as an opposition to the liberation. The only time when Yerima they get relevance and he get a voice or talk now only as an opposition to the liberation. The only time where you didn't know the relevance, you didn't know say Christianity exist now as an opposition to the liberation. Right? Christianity will get charisma. Christianity will get passion. Christianity will get energy. Right? Christianity will get excitement. Right? You go see Christianity will develop confidence when it oppose the liberation. When it blackmail the liberation. When it challenge the liberation. Now the time that way you go see them come alive. You know go see them come alive with passion. You know go see them come alive with excitement. You know go see them come alive with enthusiasm. For offer you something. For give you hope. For show you a road. For how we go end the occupation. The only time when Mark Barretta, you go see the existence of Mark Barretta. The only time when you go see Mark Barretta, we don't die for Facebook, it don't die for YouTube, it don't die for Twitter. The only time when you go see them come alive. Now when the one can oppose the liberation. You need to see them, they can't give you ideas on how what people they would do for intensify their resistance, for intensify the liberation tactics, for intensify acts of defiance, for show acts of courage, for show act of taking over. No person really can tell Ambazonians what they want do for give the Ambazonian people themselves governance. We start for build a transition authority. For start for give Ambazonian community self-governance. They come. They challenge them. They oppose them. They start for blackmail them. They start for sabotage them. Then they start for fight them. Self-defense. Number one, Dr. Cho, make we take una back. 22nd September 2017. The day where they call all our people them for woke up. What people they woke up? They see make what people they march to the chief palaces and the front palaces. Make the march to the squares. What people they woke up the march? 481 Ambazonians. They be slaughtered for Boya. By that, 1st of October 2017, Declaration of Independence. La Republic slaughtered more than 800 Ambazonians, only for Boya. Put the figures across the territory where they slaughter them. More than 1,200 Ambazonians they be slaughtered for one day. Till today, no man ever take responsibility and no man ever be held accountable for that carelessness. When Dr. Cho, he woke up, he talked, say, since 1961, we don't try for use peaceful means for fight and for ask for justice. La Republic don't use tyrannical means, terrorist tactics for dismantle any peaceful resistance. And they don't always succeed. They study all different liberation struggles and said the best time, the best method for gaining the attention of the international community, using peaceful means, as we don't test them since 1961, you need to gain the attention of the international community, and the occupier need to listen. We must change methods and adopt methods where they don't be effective, they don't work for dismantle occupation system and gain freedom. It will require a certain level of sacrifice. The leader explain the consequences of this action, the benefits of this action, and which they will end up for our people. Then. He invoked the rights of our people then for self-defense. He launched self-defense. The very first action we the ADF, he carry on for kill 4 gendarmes. Dr. Cho, he come on air, he take responsibility. Benedictwa, he come on air, he take responsibility for those actions. The next day, the president of the IG for that time, Mr. Yoktabe, he write a letter to Mr. Paul Biya and apologize. You know, end for day. They realize and say self-defense now become as something way. The world it respond to that self-defense. That self-defense, it don't change the trajectory of the liberation struggle. It don't become an armed struggle from a civil disobedience to an armed struggle. And they quickly realize and say they don't become redundant. And the masters of self-defense, the people that launch self-defense, now they don't become the leaders of the liberation struggle. They quickly jump inside self-defense, not being enough for see how they feel support self-defense, how they feel arm the forces on the ground, how our people they feel come together for this strategy. We don't call international attention and gain momentum and give the Ambazonian people them a voice we they never ever get them before. This strategy, where it don't for the first time threaten the existence of the occupation system. How will we strengthen them? How will we make it be more effective? Their goal now for can't take self-defense over. They must hand them that self-defense over. You not get the vision of something. You not conceive something. You not get the idea of something. You not create something. But you want me to hand it over to you. Make the manage, make now you manage them. When I create DOD for compete and for take over self-defense, he die. When I create ARA for compete and for take all the forces them, bring them under una care, ARA die. You not correct. They catch Ayuk, Sako come in. Sako no be fit for doing. They recruit La République du Cameroun. He move Eric Tato from ground zero. He send it for America for can help show up Sako deficiencies. For show up Sako deficiencies. They move La République. Eric Tato move it straight, bring it for America. Eric Tato come in. They use Eric Tato for county by county. For take all these forces them, bring them under Sako. So that made it quickly rush for end the liberation struggle and for go negotiate with Paul Biya for end the resistance. What happen? County by county. Themselves, they killed 680 something forces. Wipe them all out. Manu fall, Meme fall, Fako fall, Indian, all these other places, they fall. They leave them. La République infiltrate all those places. They bring in CPDM elites. May they can manage those forces. They infiltrate, expose all these forces them La Republic take over some of these forces. I want to see some of the consequences today, including what happened for Manfe for October last year. It's a consequence of these forces then, where the Republic military come inside, it enter inside, it transform those forces, the B they take over those forces, and the B they start to control those forces. You know, end for day. Who's a county by county day today? They move from county by county to AMF. Who's a day today? The list continue. I bring all these things to remind one. The egg of C, they launch self-defense. The opposer, the attacker, Sako, Eric Tato. This other one will get 20, you get on a 50 T. They combine, they collect how many millions from La République du Cameroun? Because I will be very effective for cripple CDC through the economic sabotage program. Cameroon realize and say, if they crumble CDC, they crumble PAMO, Cameroon is not go fit for maintain the occupation system. They quickly make a deal with them. Say they must kill Ivo. They finally kill Ivo. They collect their money. Fako fall. Fako way, Ambazona don't take over Fako. The ADF will be so close, including a mission where I will carry and enter right inside my bedroom. Four bees they be there for gate. The guard my house. That small chochoro, Ivo. With all the dog them, where they be put on for that house, Ivo still enter inside my bedroom. Bypass all that be them, pass the dog them, enter right inside my bedroom. Fortunately for Ekema, that night they be don't whisk Ekema, movie good wala. I will stand, take picture, we dey inside, take a selfie for my room. I will write, take pen and paper. He write a note, he sign a name, put them on top of my bed. Come on. They can't kill an Ivo. They bring Efa in. Oh, Batibo. Oh, Batibo. Oh, Momo. Oh, Guzang. Oh, Guzang. 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 Infighting, chaos. They go manufacture all sort of lies. There is nothing where they don't create them for our people. Till today, 7 years later, Yeri Manofi tell the Ambazonian people them, one brigade, one soldier with one AK, where ye, the IG of Yerima and Ayotabe, they get them on the ground, where they feel use them as a leverage, as a bargaining chip for the release of their own leader, Ayotabe. You get a leader of your movement with 10 other cabinet members for 7 years. Even for the state where you accommodate, none of people one brigade for use that state and the forces who want to put on for that state as a bargaining leverage for the release of our own leader and the cabinet members. Una owner for fight Ayaba. Una owner for fight the ADF. Una owner for oppose policies. Una owner for discourage our people them. What will be the purpose of our existence? If you defy the people that fight the occupier, now who you fight for? If you defy the people where they fight the occupier, now for who you fight for? If you defy, you oppose the people where they fight the occupier, now for who you fight for? We defy La République, and you defy we. You defy now for we behalf. If you defy the people, the forces, where they fight the occupier, now for who you fight for? We introduce community schools. Una oppose them, una attack them. Now for who you fight for? We introduce a ban on the CIMAC license plate. Una cry, una scream, una oppose them, una the challenger. Now for who you fight for? We introduce the ban on colonial license plate. Una challenge them, una oppose them, una the scream, una the fight them. Now for who you fight for? Are you Cameroon? If you not be Cameroon, why you oppose a ban on the colonial license plate? If you not be Cameroon, why you oppose the ban on CIMAC license plate? If you not be La République, why you defy the people that defy La République? Now only La République it defy the people that defy T. So if you defy the people that defy La République, you be who? I be Lucas Asu, right? We introduce liberation tax. We now bring my trip for Boya. We now raise 2 million, 2 point something million. Okay, Ambazonia, we'll go by the numbers. 1 million US dollars, he go buy 500 AKs. $1 million US dollars. He go deliver to the ground 500 AKs. Think about it. If you put 500 AKs on the ground today, what will go happen to the war? Maybe we talk say you put 100 AKs for Manu, you put 100 for Meme, you put 100 for Fako, put 100 for Mezam, you put 100 for Bui. What do you think will happen for the liberation? If you put 500 well-armed, well-trained Ambazonian soldiers, what do you think will happen for the liberation within 1 week for these strategic states. So they raised 2 point something million. Instead for use the money, even if they be using a half, they only put 500 acres on the ground and they take the other 1 point something, who talks for their own administrative purposes and for the security of the organization purposes, whatever. If it makes sense, right? You know what they use the money for? A small percentage of the money now for use and for bribe forces. May they kill other forces on the ground. Now for use and for move forces from the battlefield to ground one. Now for use and for move forces from fighting La République to going around and dismantling camps. That one finish. The money loss. Who's Sakode today? Who's Sakode today? It be nowhere to be found. Who said the Sako IG day today? They take their own leader. They impeach it 2 times. That same organization, it don't be divided into 5. The same thing with the fighter. Now the only thing will remain on the ground. The same thing with the Buan destroyer. Now the only hope where it remain on the ground. Today, Sako not be anywhere to be found. The IG of Sako will not be anywhere to be found. The only thing we remain for Anu now, now own TV we don't create them. And the only thing that remain. Other than the TV, what it remain? Nothing. For use the TV for advance the people they applied and advocate for their right and use them positively for mobilize our people then. No, now for fight the people that defy La Republic. We don't introduce the CIMAC, una challenger today. Even La Republic government colonial officials, they need to drive inside Bamenda with CIMAC license plate. They don't move on. Even La Republic colonial administrators, they don't move the colonial license plate. When La Republic officials they come out Yaoundé for enter the territory, they stop, move the colonial license plate before they enter inside Ambazonia. We don't understand who they get power. It don't reach now for a point where we go for Canada talks. Some things they do are not like for bring them up. For the purpose for preserve some kind respect them. I'll leave the one for another day. I'm not talking today. My focus for which I can't talk today. But just leave this one. You get your own moment. Every talk get your own time. I'll talk them someday. You need to hear them again. We the monitor what did it happen diplomatically. This week, last week it passed, there is a lot of diplomatic movements among the big countries then for the world concerning this matter. There is a lot of diplomatic movements between the big countries then for the world and the Egg of Sea. We monitor what did happen between the international community and La Republique. There is a lot of movement. So we monitor what did happen. That's why the leader, 3 weeks ago, he tell the Ambazonian people, say the time for escalate don't reach. The ache of seeing they do things out of just for do things. We monitor the international reports. We monitor their sentiments. We see what they think and which side they think say they fit talk or do. Then we calibrate for push them back for the place where we want, what they need for do and the direction where they need for go. The leader tell we say we must escalate. Last week, the forces, they monitor enemy activities. The colonial SDO, Simon Emile, he come out, he can put a ban on the circulation of the most important economic aspect of our people then, the Okada. Most Ambazonian young men and women, because of the frustration by the occupier, the poverty imposed on our people, most Ambazonian young men and women, they make a living through driving Okada. The one where they get doctorate degree, the one where they get masters, the one where they get just a degree, the one where they come on high school, the one where they never even finish high school, the one where they go school or not go school. Most Ambazonian young men and women, majority of them, they make a living through driving Okada, whether they rent them and then they drive them, or family put money together and then they make a source of living for sustain thousands of our family, hundreds of thousands of our families. Now the colonial SDO, for proof its power, for proof say the colonial state still get authority over Ambazonia, it can impose a ban, say from 6 o'clock for morning time till 6 o'clock for evening. Okada, motorbikes, they no go circulate within Mezam and within Bamenda specifically. The forces they say now what it is. Now who be you for can make law for inside this territory? The forces for the state of Mezam, they talk say, if na so these people they want go, now na tit for tat. The forces for Mezam, they put a ban on the circulation of taxis. Then they extend the ban to moto. Say no moto, if bike in no waka, moto to no go waka. Then the forces they go one step further. They say the time don't reach for all Ambazonian taxis for inside the city of Bamenda for be painted blue and white. For the purpose for start the process for make sure say these people not ever get a single power or authority for our country. We must start for differentiate ourselves from them. We must start for separate ourselves from them. For most of us now, the change of taxi color is a very small thing. If una things they not get any effect, why the colonial SDO now the scream? If una things they not get any effect, why Diongute they call all kind meeting them? Why did the whole meeting for the presidency of Cameroon? If the change of taxi color it not get any effect on the occupation system, why did the whole meeting for the presidency? Why did the whole meeting, morning, afternoon, and evening, for John Gute office? Why the colonial governor did he call an emergency meeting for Mezam, for upstation? If the taxi color, if the policy to change taxi color, it not get any effect to the occupation system, why did he call these emergency meetings? It don't start for challenge the core of the system. The core of the occupation system, it don't start for being challenged. They live in panic. They live in panic. We must start for chip away the authority, the power, and the control of the occupation system. Small things that create the greatest impact. Now just colors, right? If La République, if blue and white are just color, then if you don't get any effect on La République, why La République the fear? Why did it be panic from Vomeka for it to the? Why John Gute be panicked? Why governor they move up and down? Why the colonial SDO they move up and down? Like I said, as I read them for una yesterday, what be that message I read them for una yesterday? Now in this, the message with John Gute is sent for Simon Emile. I read them again. Those who want this war to continue, those who are profiting from the war, those who are gaining from the war, are responsible for the escalation of the conflict in Bamenda. Now here, those who are profiting from this war, those who want this war to continue, those who are gaining from this war, those who don't want this conflict, those who don't want us to dialogue or to negotiate an end to this conflict, are responsible for the escalation of the conflict in Bamenda. Now, a message out John Gute sent to Simon Emile, the colonial SDO. They fear. You see, that's why, because it gets such an effect on the occupation system, that's why Yerima, he too don't the panic. They the panic for Yaoundé, Yerima the panic for outside. Mark Barretta they the panic. Because they can't tell them, we don't oppose them, because it get an effect on the occupier. We defy the occupier, then they defy we. They define for we behalf. We create a policy for challenge the authority, the control, and the power of the occupier for our territory. Then they can't fight now we. Then they do them on we behalf. We introduce the liberation tax. The challenger. They said, La République, it go kill our people them. One would put our people them at risk for the military for kill our people them. Almost 9 months later, we don't raise more than 120 million for the liberation tax. 2 months ago, The vice president of Ambazonia Governing Council, he talk for una, tell them say the Ambazonia Governing Council, it don't raise 100 million CFA for the liberation tax. The Ambazonia Governing Council, it don't inject a lot of that money into the territory for the defense of homeland. For fulfill the promise of the resistance and the liberation. That's why the weaver birds they cry. Because they don't become redundant and irrelevant. There's no need for cry. Ambazonia be big enough. The liberation space be big enough. Yerima, it never be too late for Yerima for reconstitute the small groups them and all the proxy groups them of the IG care. If he still reconstitute them and tell them, say, look, it never be too late for recalibrate the armed resistance. Now the only solution to the occupation. And for the war where Mr. Biya declared among we, make they set up a brigade. I don't advise them for the last 4 years. Make them take advice. Put 100 well-armed men for the state of Manu. And when I use them as a leverage for negotiate the release of Ayoktabe. They use the ADF and SOCADEF for the Canada talks for demand the immediate release of all prisoners, including Ayoktabe. And the release of prisoners as part of a negotiated settlement because of the armed conflict. The international community, it need to work on pity. Tomorrow I'll talk on now. I can't tell when what Israel don't do for the West Bank today. All right? I can't tell now what Israel don't do for the West Bank today. They don't transfer full authority of the West Bank to a new Israeli civil administration. Nyam focus, noise makers, fellow Ambazonians. Next week, the Ambazonia Governing Council on the 1st of July, it go introduce the foreigners residence permit tax. Next week, for July 1st, the Ambazonia Governing Council will introduce foreigners residence permit tax. The specific target for this residence permit tax na citizens of La République du Cameroon. You pay the tax or you leave Ambazonia. Zero tolerance. We go escalate. The change in tax color, not just the beginning of the escalatory steps. We must teach Cameroon who owns the land. As Tasang be talking, we go know who owns the land. Noise need to liberate the people. The Yerimas, the John Bakuros, the Mark Barretta, they don't make noise for 7 years. They be inconsequential to Cameroon. And the only reason why they make this noise, now say Cameroon go send Fonky, he go send Nkia, And he will send the Ellie Smith and other small people there, so that as they oppose the egg of sea, they can't give a small coal and make a chopper. Nyam focus. I beg una go shit down. Fellow Ambazonians, ground zero, una stay strong. The forces will not take nonsense from anybody. A change for taxi color, it will be implemented across the territory. With the just start, we go show La Republique who owns Ambazonia. With the doam, we must do everything humanly possible for end Cameroon occupation and end their suffering imposed on our people. This generation, now our mission this, not just the beginning this. They don't test we, now they go see the real rebels. At the beginning this. The change of taxi color, not just the beginning. Taxi people, them, they get until a specific time for change their taxi color. There is no man no go change this law. The law, not the new law. Just like the liberation tax. You pay the liberation tax, or there will be consequences. All right? Ground zero, we prepare ourselves. The land be occupied. All any man we there for diaspora, he need to face the pain we face. We must do short-term sacrifice for long-term gain for all we. Everybody go pay a small inconvenience. Make small contribution for long-term freedom, independence, sovereignty, opportunity, long life, good health, prosperity, and abundance for all una. No green make any noise maker, any weaver bird is steal your future away from you and surrender you back to La Republique du Cameroon. Any person where you oppose the ADF, you oppose the egg of sea, fight ADF and fight the forces on the ground, oppose liberation policy, you be La Republique. My name is Lucas Asu. When I get a good night, we'll talk tomorrow.
Thank you. Remember those petitions, we need at least 100,000 of them so that this house, hello, we need 100,000 petitions signed so that this house may know how serious that we are about taking our country back. So if you have not passed that list round for people to sign, please do so and bring it back to us. Next on the line is somebody that you know really good. I really don't need to introduce him, but you know him, you've seen him, he believes in combat. Hello, Ambazonia! Blood by! I live here. Blood by! Put your hands together and welcome Comrade Ayana, please.
Block by block, rooftop by rooftop. Go down, man, go down. My fellow Ambazonians, sons and daughters of the Ambazonian Revolution, It is not time to celebrate. This is war. It is not time to celebrate. They robbed you of your homeland. They took away your hope. They robbed you of the right to dream of a future in the country of your birth. They murdered your citizens. They transformed your brain to think like a Cameroonian, to worship their flag, to sing their anthem, to pray, hope, and dream like a Cameroonian. They took away the land of your birth. They demonized you. They robbed you of hope, of a dream of a future that is better than the one you inherited. They killed your parents, turned your fathers into boys, raped your mom, made your sisters to be ashamed, robbed them in more. They sent you into exile. You lost your neighborhood. They dispersed your friends. You became delinquent in a land that you did not understand. They took away something so essential to your own existence that you live here with your body, but your spirit hovers without knowing where to land. They took away from us something so important that life became something we have rejected in this land. They took away from you a country that gave you hope, built the first democratic system where there was an electoral government change. They took away from you your economic system. They blockaded your social system. They crumbled your economy so you could go into their own system to work for them. They made you drive through their own system so you could pay toll gate into their own system. They robbed you of your right to think, to hope, to have a future in the country of your birth. 243 years ago, the Americans told the British that their time of independence was now. They fought for 8 years, 4 months, and 15 days. They lost the Battle of Boston, but they won the war for the freedom of the United States. The South Africans face a nuclear power. They face a nuclear power country. Mandela said he is going to die for his people. He struggled in jail for 27 years because he didn't want to bequeath to the next generation something worse than he had inherited. He fought like a valiant soldier. The Eritreans humbled the Ethiopians, a more powerful Ethiopia supported by Libya and Russia. They fought in trenches, in gutter holes, on rooftop to be able to bequeath to the next generation something better. Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooftop by rooftop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is not going to be given to you on a platter of gold. I can assure you here from Washington, the land of our birth, the towns of Ambazonia will be liberated by the valiant soldiers who on a daily basis lay their lives, give their blood, deprive themselves of something more precious to make sure they can stand for our girls, for our children, for our mothers, for our fathers, to bequeath to the next generation a better country that they inherited. If this is the last thing you must give for your country, stand here in Washington and think of the freedom you enjoy. Think of the millions of Ambazonians who have not gone to school, those in jail. Think of Seseko, think of Deacon Tasang, think of Poundful, think of Mancho BBC, think of Mami Abi. Are you ready to lay your life for Ambazonia? I can assure you, Ambazonians, we will build the most beautiful place on earth, a place that you would take pride in calling yourself a citizen, that will give to you a social system, an economic system, of us as a people will be free someday. God bless you all. God bless Amazonia.
Thank you.
No shaking. Tank alive. Live. Chegou de. Tank alive. Live, chegou de.
Hey, Papa God, Mr. Joe Lucas Ayaba, my brother, my big brother, my leader. Siam, you are blessed. You are blessed. I love your speech. Mr. Joe Lucas Ayaba, the Commander-in-Chief, the CIC. You are blessed. Pan George the Tumbe. If you see I'm fine, if I hand for you, Papa, your place day. I give you 10,000 gun salute, my brother. You are a leader. You were born as a leader. You will die as a leader, my brother. No cock can crow. Joe Lucas Ayaba. You are blessed, my brother. That's the leader talking. A leader. That's the leader talking to the people. No. Check how they know jealous you. Check how they know jealous you. They create 10 IGs. You make one move, they walk a cry. They enter for it's not so good, they walk a cry. Papa, you are blessed day, Papa. 2 no day. We not get 2. Yes. We not get 2. When human being talk, you know so that human being that give you expiration. If you teach them that they struggle and die, but you know say no. When you talk, you know say no. Oh, so my heart is cold. Say no. Then be say, Ambassador must be free. My brother, you are blessed. No matter they will call you, someone will call you, oh, you be Bamileke, oh, be this and that. They claim say they be born ambassador and them. They do it. They go chop crap for my Dictator Biya. They chop crap. Take money them. They do anything that they want to do. They never give ambassador. That's the only one can compare with it. With doctor or CIC. I confirm you, Papa. I confirm you. We confirm you. Yes. We confirm you. You are blessed day. You are blessed, Papa. You are blessed.